What's up, Dunkers and Dunkettes? It's Wayne Duncan, Novision Duncan, and we're here with year one of the Madden 22 Baltimore Ravens realistic rebuild. This is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. I ain't gonna say it no more, but y'all already know this is as real as it gets when it comes to realistic. Now, the Baltimore Ravens, they've always been a team that I seem to root for, and that is because John Harbaugh, he is, I think, one of the best coaches in the league. He's always been one of my favorite coaches. Also, Joe Flacco, cool Joe Flacco, when he was the quarterback. He was a hell of a playoff quarterback, too. That boy was a beast in the playoffs. But Joe Flacco was always one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league. I know he's kind of washed at this point in his career. But y'all don't sleep on that Joe Flacco, that prime Joe Flacco, that 2012 Joe Flacco, where they got that Super Bowl. But the Ravens always been a team that I root for, especially when they had Ray Lewis. Y'all know about legendary Ray Lewis, probably the greatest Raven ever. Also got Ed Reed. You got, Lamar Jackson now. I already talked about Flacco, Harbaugh. It's been a bunch of good Ravens, man. You can even put Anquan Bolden in there, Derek Mason, Ray Rice if you want to. But, the Ravens always been a good team, man. I love the way they draft. It seems like every damn year they kill it in the draft. I love their scheme with the power run, all the tight ends that they have. I love everything that the Ravens do. But here is year one of Madden 22 realistic rebuild for the Ravens, and we're going to try to win a championship here. Now, with Lamar Jackson, the quarterback, he always wins MVP, but that's when the computer is controlling them. Now, is he going to be Lamar Jackson when we control him? We don't know yet. That's waiting to be seen. But let's go ahead and waste no more time, man. Let's go ahead and meet the roster before the preseason starts here in year one. Looking at the quarterback, we just talked about him, Lamar Jackson in the flesh. Now, Lamar Jackson, when we did the Falcons rebuild, he was my target. I wanted to make him the next Vic. I think he already is the next Vic in real life, but it just would have been so sweet to see him in the Falcons jersey when I did the Falcons rebuild. And ever since that rebuild, I know I've been saying, fuck Lamar Jackson, but I am a big Lamar Jackson fan. I am so happy that he's been able to shut up all the doubters. He is not no goddamn receiver. He is a legit franchise quarterback, and I hope the Ravens get the deal done with him on a long-term contract in the future, because he definitely deserves it. But yes, LJ, Lamar Jackson in the flesh is our quarterback. Also got Tyler Huntley, who's kind of like a great value. Lamar Jackson filled in really well, though, when Lamar Jackson went down. I think that was last season, went down with injury. But I think Tyler Huntley is in that tier of backup quarterbacks where you might want to look to trade for him. I put him up there with like the Trubisky's, the Mariotas, the Minshews. I would put him in that same type of class at backup quarterbacks that you might look to get. Also got Josh Johnson there. Seems like all their quarterbacks, don't it seem like they all black? Not trying to be like no racist, nothing like that, but Lamar Jackson, they got Tyler Huntley, they got Josh Johnson, they had RG3. Seems like ever since they let Flacco go, they're like, nah, we got to get some niggas. J.K. Dobbins, though, who went down, this team was just played with injuries, especially with the running back position. It was like training camp, preseason, all they damn running backs went down. That's why they have so many on the roster right now. That's why they brought in Devontae Freeman. They brought in, I think, Tay Murray. They also brought in somebody else. I can't remember, but Son Williams, they got Justice Hills, Gus Edwards, bunch of running backs, but hopefully they can all stay healthy. We do have J.K. Dobbins here, but he is going to be our focus at running back one, and I also like Gus Edwards. Fullback, Patrick Reichert, one of the best fullbacks in the league. Definitely going to try to lock him up. I think they brought him back on a 3-year deal in real life, and we're probably going to look to do the same. Receiver, Hollywood Marquise Brown was traded to the Cardinals. Now, before all that happened months ago, when I was already thinking ahead when I do the Ravens rebuild, I was gonna keep Hollywood Brown. Now, I don't think he's good friends with Lamar. Y'all saw how Lamar reacted draft night when Marquise got traded, but he really hasn't put up those wide receiver one numbers. Look at the stats, from real life, excluding the 2021 season because we haven't simulated it yet. and I can't really remember off the top of my head what his stats were in real life for the 2021 season. He really hasn't been like that wide receiver one. So we are going to look to get a wide receiver one. I am probably going to trade Hollywood Brown. Now, what I was getting to was I was going to bring in his cousin, Antonio Brown, and have them play on the same team. But because we're going to be moving on probably from Marquise Brown, Antonio Brown, not going to bring him in. Yeah, Sammy Watkins, who I think signed a one-year deal with the Green Bay Packers. Just a little Band-Aid there. But Rashad Bateman, we are going to try to develop him as our wide receiver one, their first-round pick. And maybe even a wide receiver too, because I do have somebody in the mind that I want to, try to go out there and get. I think I'll be a perfect fit for the team. I ain't going to tell y'all yet. I ain't going to spoil y'all just yet. Y'all have to wait till we get to the off season. Got Devin Duvernay, who I think we could develop as our wide receiver 3, slot wide receiver. Miles Boykin, I don't think is a part of the team anymore. But then you got some other guys down here, James Prochet, Tylan Wallace. So they got a lot of young receivers. When you look at, I guess you can count Hollywood Brown, but Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, Miles Boykin, who's not there anymore, but James Prochet, Tyler Wallace, all these guys are under 25 years old. So hopefully we can develop all of them, if not some of them. Mark Andrews, one of the best tight ends in the league, who I think is really underrated. I think they should have gave Mark Andrews superstar X Factor. At least they gave him a superstar dev. I think he was stuck on star for a long time. But Mark Andrews has some of the best hands in the league, hands down, man. Like, Mark Andrews, very underrated. I remember that draft, too, when they took him and, what was the other one name, man? Hayden Hurst. I remember they got him and Hayden Hurst. Hayden Hurst was drafted before Mark Andrews, but Mark Andrews turned out to be the best out of the two. Got Nick Boyle, one of the best, probably the best blocking tight end in the league. And this is that thing with the Ravens. They always have a bunch of good-ass tight ends. And I think they drafted one, too. Was it Charlie Kohler? I want to say Ronnie Stanley, one of the best left tackles in the league. But even though they do have Ronnie Stanley, I still think they could use some work on the offensive line. Left guard, you got Ben Powers. You got Tyree Phillips, who I was very shocked and surprised to see that he actually has a star dev. And that is weird to me because you got Ben Cleveland, who they drafted. He's on normal, but he has, some type of potential. Ben Powers is young, he's solid, but he's on normal dev. So it's like, why the hell does Tyree Phillips have star dev? I don't know. But we're probably going to have to get him on the field sooner or later. Center, you got Bradley Bozeman, just okay, solid, normal. Kevin Zeitler, who no longer has star or superstar dev, he's down to normal, but he's still solid, still 83 overall, 31 years old, though. And then right tackle, you just got a bunch of guys here like Jawan James, Alejandro Villanueva, who I really don't fuck with because he was a Steeler at one point. And then you got Patrick McCarry, who has the age on his side, and he's solid. So, yeah, I definitely would say replacing Zeitler at some point, replacing Bozeman at some point. Hopefully we can develop Tyree Phillips or Ben Powers or Ben Cleveland. We got Stanley. So, really, from the center to the right side, we need to rebuild. Derek Wolfe, who is a vet, and I'm so surprised, kind of like the Tyree Phillips thing. I did not know Derek Wolfe had star dev. I thought he might have been normal dev, but he does have star, but he's probably not going to keep that for the long term. They're going to strip it away from him. Calais Campbell at right end, superstar defense end. And then you got Justin Matabuki, who, once we move on from Derek Wolfe, we can move him over to the left because he does have star dev, and he is 23 years old, and we can definitely develop him as our left end. You got Brandon Williams, who, kind of like Derek Wolfe, a vet that I did not know had star dev. I kid you not. I really thought they had normal dev. I did not know they had star dev, so that's good to know. You got Justin Ellis here backing him up. You got Justin Houston. Does he have star dev? No, I think he has normal. But Justin Houston used to be really good for the Chiefs. I think he played for the Colts for a little bit, but still solid. Still 80 overall. You got Pernell McPhee. They got a bunch of vets here at their edge rushers. They drafted Dalen Hayes. Middle linebacker, you got L.J. Ford, the vet. Got Patrick Queen, though. Patrick Queen will be middle linebacker 1, and we're going to develop him and hopefully he can get in that king status. No, his name is Patrick Queen, but we're gonna try to get him in that king status along with the Ray Lewis's and the Terrell Suggs. Forgot about my boy T Sizzle. Shout out to Terrell Suggs. Josh Bynes, middle linebacker. You got Malik Harrison, who has the age on his side. Chris Board, Christian Welch. So a bunch of guys at middle linebacker. Right outside linebacker or right edge rusher, you got Jason Oweh, who now goes by Adafe Oweh. Definitely going to develop him as our lead and pass rusher. You got Tyus Bowser here, solid rotational guy. And then you got rest in peace. Rest in peace. Long live Jalen Ferguson. Cornerback, got Marlon Humphrey, one of the best young cornerbacks in the league. Got Marcus Peters, still good. I still remember that his rookie Chiefs season where he had a bunch of picks. It was kind of like a Trayvon Diggs type of season. You got Jimmy Smith, the vet. I think he's still a free agent, so I don't think they're going to be bringing him back. Got Anthony Everett, and you got Tavon Young, who I knew he always had star dev, but why is he so buried down here like he's the fifth best cornerback? And then like Anthony Everett, Jimmy Smith, they don't have star dev. That's what Tavon Young does, but I don't think Tavon Young is a part of the team anymore. And then you got a bunch of other guys down there. Free safety, you got Deshaun Elliott, who I think signed with the Lions, because I think they went with Marcus Williams. They drafted Kyle Hamilton. They brought in Kyle Fuller. So those are guys we could look at. You got Brandon Stevens, who they drafted. Darius Washington, who was an undrafted rookie. They got Chuck Clark, Tony Jefferson, Anthony Levine Sr., Geno Stone. And I noticed all of their safeties are safeties that can play in the box. So need to take note of that when I'm drafting safeties. Try to get, some safeties that can play in the box, play a little bit of linebacker. You got the GOAT kicker, Justin Tucker, and then Sam Cook at punter, who I think is going to be a part of their coaching staff. Looking at our draft picks, we have a couple of fourth, 2 fifths, no 6 or no 7, so 2 fourths, 2 fifths. That's good to know. And we're going to go ahead and simulate the preseason. I'm not going to change anything, really. I am going to put in the guys on the depth chart that I want to put in. And what's complicated about that is guys that I'm probably going to move on from, like a Hollywood Brown and people like that. Like, should I just put Rashad Bateman in, wide receiver 1, off rip? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to just play the guys on the depth chart the way it is and see how it works out. Like I said, the Ravens should be a team that is in contention for the Super Bowl every damn year. Lamar Jackson should be in the MVP conversation every damn season, just like when we see him when we're doing the other teams and we're looking at the awards. Who's always there? Patrick Mahomes and who else? Lamar freaking Jackson. So we got all these running backs. I think Tyson Williams, I want to keep for now. Might have to move him to the practice squad, though. I think I am, because we got a lot of damn people that we have to release or put on the practice squad, and we just don't have enough room for all these guys. Long snapper, definitely. We'll keep the 4 tight ends. We'll put Tristan on the practice squad. It doesn't even look like they have all these dudes. We'll put Welch. It doesn't seem like they have a bunch of guys like on the team that I have to cut, but they really do. They really do. All these damn cornerbacks. So these guys down here, Amon Lewis Marshall, he can go on the practice squad. Same thing with Chris Westry. And then the same thing with Khalil Dorsey. I think Darius Washington. I'm going to keep Geno Stone on the roster, though, because he's one of those players there. The overall is way too high. Somebody is going to scoop him up. And let's go ahead and look at how many more people we have to release. 7. Still a bunch. So I feel like I'm going to have to make some cuts. And I'm gonna cut Josh Johnson. Sorry about that. It's just the way it is. I'm also going to put. I can't afford to lose James Prochet or Tyler Wallace. I put them on the practice squad. They're going to get stolen. Josh Oliver. I feel like we have to keep 4 tight ends because that is just what the Ravens do. David Sharp is going to get released. Don't need all those damn offensive linemen. Don't need all these linebackers. So I think Chris Board is going to have to go. And I think Kevin Seymour is going to have to go. And I think at running back, we are going to have to get rid of somebody, and that somebody is probably going to have to be Devontae Freeman. They only brought him in because of the injury to J.K. Dobbins. And how many more people do we got to release? Just 2 more people. So this is going to be tough. Go through the roster one more time. It's going to be the last time I go through it. Yeah, I've got too many safeties. But I know they're going to get stolen. Okay. This is what we're going to have to do. Do I cut Sammy Watkins? I think Josh Oliver will put on the practice squad, which is go with the 3 tight ends. And then I kind of want to cut. I ain't going to do Villanueva like that. I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. I feel like Geno Stone, but he's going to get stolen from us. But it's going to have to be Geno Stone. It's just going to have to be Geno Stone. Let's go ahead and upgrade the players, reorder the depth chart, adjust the lineup, and get on to year 1. I hate that we had to cut some people. I wish you could just keep the damn roster the way it is. But that's how it works, This is everybody on the roster that got signed in real life because of injuries and whatnot, but all together at the beginning of the season. So you have to cut that roster down. So, and we'll just reorder, generate the best lineup. And I think for year 1, we're just going to leave everything the way it is, but put a couple of guys in that we want to play. I think that's the best way to go about it for year 1. We are going to have Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards. That's fine. Riker, Boyle, Brown, Bateman. We're actually going to put Bateman number 2, Duvernay number 3. Sammy can be 4. Left guard, I'm going to go at Phillips. Center, I'm going to go at Bozeman. And then Ben Powers backing him up. Ben Cleveland backing up Zeitler. And then Jawan James, Macari. We got Villanueva. And let's put Macari over here as the backup left tackle. Left end, we got Derek Wolf. And then we're also going to do Matabuke. He's also going to back up Calais Campbell. D tackle, Brandon Williams, Ellis Campbell. Yep, that's fine. Justin Houston. McPhee. They got Ferguson there. We're going to start Patrick Queen. And I guess LJ Fort, Josh Bonds, Malik Harrison. Then they're starting Tyus Bowser. No, I want to start Odafe Owe. Ferguson as the 3rd guy. And I'm gonna start Jimmy Smith, but Tavon Young will be the slot. And then Sean Elliott, that's fine. Chuck Clark, Jefferson Levine. Let's put Levine here. Put Tavon Young. Let's do Levine. And then we got Tucker and Cook. Duvernay, special teamer. And let's do Justice Hill. And punt returner can be one of the other receivers. Maybe James Prochet. And then we'll also do Tylan Wallace. Kickoff start will be Justin Tucker. Zeitler, Bozeman. Let's do Ben Powers as the long snapper. And maybe a little bit of Ben Cleveland. Just to get them involved. Third up bat will be J.K. Dobbins. Let's do Justice Hill a little bit. Power back will be Gus Edwards. Murray, Dobbins. Slot receiver will be, they have Bateman. But I kind of want Duvernay, but I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Justin Houston on the left. On the right, we got Odafe Owe. And I kind of want to put Tyus Bowser in a little bit, but he's right there, so that's fine. Calais Campbell, Brandon Williams, Derek Wolfe. I want to get Matabuke in a little bit over Derek Wolfe. I think that's what we're going to do. And sub linebacker will be Patrick Queen. They have LJ Ford, Tony Jefferson. I guess I'm cool with that. And then slot cornerback, they have Jimmy Smith, but I want to do Tavon Young, Jimmy Smith, Tony Jefferson. That is fine. So let's go ahead and simulate week 1, year 1, to kick off the season on TV, prime time against the Raiders, a team that we did a couple of rebuilds ago. And our season goal, everybody back, I would say 9 wins, 10 wins, playoff appearance, maybe division title. Oh, yes, I'm in the same division as the Steelers. Oh, and for those who were waiting for me to do the Steelers, unfortunately, because I'm running out of time, I only have a month left before Madden 23 comes out, I will not be doing the Steelers. They will be the only team that I not rebuild. Now, if I do finish the other teams and I have some time to still do them, then I might think about it. Or maybe you might just have to wait till Madden 23 to see if I do them or not. Kind of wanted to do it because it's Big Ben, final year. But enough about the Steelers. This is the damn Ravens. Let's go ahead. I'll generate the rookies, see what's in the draft class. And we're going to try to kill it every year in the draft as the Ravens do in real life. So there's a quarterback, defense, and I think for the holes on this team, we could address offensive line. We can do a little bit of the D-line, kind of like nose tackle, and then maybe an edge rusher, secondary help. There's a lot of damn receivers. A lot of receivers. And Geno Stone, that's what I was afraid of. Got stolen from us by the Falcons. But let's see if we can beat the Raiders on the road. We are 82 overall, 80 defense, 84 offense. Don't remember if they won this game in real life or not. Don't know if I watched it. But we do win 28-14, and I hope Lamar actually plays like Lamar and he just scrambles and runs all over the field. It was a Monday Night Football game, so I probably did watch it. We shut the running game down, ran all over him, 217 rushing yards. We really didn't pass it that much, but we don't have to because we're a running team. 9 third down conversions, 2 fourth down conversions. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, no sacks from the O-line. 13 of 19, very efficient. I'm fine with those numbers. If you're gonna throw for 162, be very efficient. Lamar Jackson also ran for 92. Oh my God. I'm so happy they upgraded the scrambling quarterbacks and Lamar actually playing like Lamar in the simulation. 17 attempts, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. And then J.K. Dobbins had 91 yards. Gus Edwards even had 32. Duvernay even had a carry. Rashad Bateman, 6 catches, 87 yards, touchdown. Duvernay, 2 catches. Mark Andrews, Marquise Brown had a touchdown. Gus Edwards had 1 catch for 8 yards. Sack for Odafe Owe. Odafe Owe usually wins Defensive Rookie of the Year, so I want to see that happen in this rebuild. Justin Houston had a sack. Tony Jefferson with an interception. Former Cardinal. And we are 1-0, so off to a good start, as we expected. And now I run into the Juggernaut Chiefs, who lost their first game of the season. Let's see if we can make them lose again. Battle of the 2 guys that usually win MVP, and Lamar and Patrick Mahomes, and we actually beat them 24-17. So low-key, I've always talked about like the Browns, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Jaguars of being like, the OP teams. But low-key, the Ravens, I think I've been sleeping on them. Lamar wins the damn MVP all the damn time. I think I've been sleeping on them. We just handled the Chiefs. I mean, it was an even game. They just had a turnover, and that probably was the difference in the game. 3 touchdowns. Look at that. Lamar outplayed Patrick Mahomes. 3 touchdowns, no picks, only 1 sack. Very efficient, 22 of 26. J.K., Lamar, Rashad Bateman got a carry. Marquise Brown led the team in reception yards. Touchdown for Miles Boykin. He's like our fourth wide receiver too. Touchdown for Duvernay, touchdown for Tomlinson. He's our third tight end. And look at that, Orlando Brown must still be playing for the Ravens, giving up 3 sacks to us. 2 sacks for Oway, that's 3 already on the season. Tavion Young, half a sack. Calais Campbell. We had a pick from Marquise Peters, also playing against his former team. Inside the 20 once for Sam Cook. And we're 2-0. Off to a great start. And here's the setup game where we play an 0-2 team, and that's the Lions. They probably going to whoop our asses. And the mock draft has us in the AFC Championship game, losing to the Dolphins, who are taking the tight end, and we're taking the tight end. But why the hell will we take the one that's projected to go 1-2, and they get the one that's round 1? Make it make sense, Madden. Make it make sense. Week 3, 2-0. Now we got the 0-2 Lions, and we beat them 35-7, as we should. As we should. We are undefeated. Hell, we might have a chance to win it all in year 1. We shut the running game down. We ran the ball. That seems to be what we're doing. That's exactly what the Ravens do in real life. And we are not passing that much, but I don't care. I don't care. And this rebuild is going to look at it. Lamar is very efficient. I think he's going to win MVP. Lamar, 50 yards and a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 86 touchdown, 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns for Gus Edwards. Rashad Bateman, 50 for Duvernay. Nick Boyle, 43. I would be so happy if they actually used the other tight ends in this playbook. Calais Campbell with the sack. Patrick Queen with the interception. I usually see him going up to like superstar dev, sometimes even superstar X Factor. And Mark Andrews is back from injury. Now we got the 1-2 Denver Broncos. See if we can knock them off on the road. And we do 35-28. Hell, we might go undefeated. We actually passed it a lot, turned the ball over, and still won. We won the game not playing our usual way, but Lamar Jackson has been so accurate. 21-20. It seems like he doesn't have no less or no more than 7 missed completions. J.K. was good. Lamar was good. Rashad Bateman was very good. Mark Andrews came back from the injury, had a touchdown. Sammy Watkins had a touchdown. Patrick Queen, L.J. Ford, Justin Houston, all with half sacks. Got a pick from Marcus Peters. Justin Tucker, the GOAT, actually misses a rare missed field goal, but we are 4-0. Haven't been off to this hard of a start in a while. Devin Duvernay is back from injury. Let's make sure that he is our wide receiver 3. I knew they were going to do that. Let's make sure that he is our slot receiver 2. Yep, that's fine. And another TV game, Battle of the Undefeated. And this is very important because they're in the AFC. We're in the AFC. Undefeated Colts, 4-0 Ravens. Something's got to give, and they beat us. The first team to beat us this season are the Colts. They are not playing around. Don't underestimate them. We lose on Monday Night Football. They outrushed us with Jonathan Taylor. We outpassed them a little bit. We turned the ball over, though, and that probably was the difference. Carson Wentz did not throw a pick, and Lamar Jackson did. And yeah, it was Jonathan Taylor. It was all Jonathan Taylor. And Zach Pascal a little bit. Mark Andrews was good. Rashad Bateman was good. Duvernay came back from that injury, 48 yards and a touchdown. I also saw that Jonathan Taylor had a reception touchdown, so that brings his total to 4 in that one game. Justin Houston must have still been playing for the Colts, but he still got a sack for us. So did Deshaun Elliott. And Justin Tucker made all of his extra pointers. And we're 4-1. We were going to lose at some point. We were not going to go 17-0, especially year 1. And now we have the 2-3 Chargers, and everybody in the division is 4-1. This game just knows how to get on my last nerves, bro. Like, okay, they start me off good. Everything's Gucci. But then they just hit you with that baby back bullshit. Oh, since he's doing good in the simulation, let's just make all the teams in his division do good too, so then he can still miss out on the playoffs. They always find a way, but we do win 31-28. We go to 5-1, And I don't even feel good that we're 5-1 because other teams in our division are doing so great. We outpassed them. We did turn the ball over a lot, 2 picks, and we still were able to come out with a victory. Justin Herbert did not play bad, but J.K. Dobbins was the man. Gus Edwards was the man. Rashad Bateman has been our best receiver all season. Having him in the slot is working out. I thought about putting Devin Duvernay in there. Duvernay in the slot. Maybe we'll do that next season. Justin Tucker made his field goal. And we're looking good. We are looking good. 5-1. Now we got a 5-1 Bengals. This feels like, we had to play the Colts, who were undefeated. So we definitely need to beat the Bengals because we did lose to the Colts. They're the only team to beat us so far. And we win 27-17. To go to 6-1 before the bye week. And we outrushed them. They outpassed us. Got a lot of third down conversions. 2 touchdowns, 1 pick for Lamar Jackson. He was very efficient, 17-21. The rushing game was on point. Jamar Chase had a rushing touchdown against us? Yes, he did. Marquise Brown was great. Rashad Bateman, he's been like the best receiver this whole season. 2 sacks for DJ Reader for them. LJ Fort had a sack for us. Marcus Peters had a pick, 2 for 2. He also made a 58-yarder. Y'all remember that record-breaking field goal kick that he made against the Lions? That was crazy. I was watching it. Mock Draft 2 is out. Let's see if they have us projected to go to the Super Bowl. They have us projected to lose to the AFC Championship game. They have us down 27, taking that tight end that the Dolphins are going to take, though. I don't think we're going to take a tight end in the first round. He looks good, but we have Mark Andrews and Nick Boyle. Don't need one in the first round. Get one in the later rounds. We are the week 8 bye week, so we are going to upgrade the team. I want to look at Rashad Bateman. Guess we could do route runner. I'll just auto everybody. We are going to look at the contracts. I think Lamar Jackson, I think they picked up his 5th-year option. Though. Calais Campbell, they did bring him back in real life. We are going to wait because he might go down dev trade. He also might retire. Ricard, we will wait. Actually, there's a chance we lose him. So maybe I just pay him now. Yeah, we'll just pay him now. Elliott, he left, went to the Lions in real life, so we'll wait on that. We'll wait on the Houston, Williams. We'll wait on everybody else. Yeah, we'll wait on everybody else. I will bring Tyler Huntley back. Yeah, we'll wait on Calais Campbell, but we're looking to bring him back. I wouldn't mind giving him that 1-year deal now, but we'll wait. Actually, I'm not going to wait because I feel like he's not going to take the offer. And, we'll just pay his ass now. Let's give him a 2-year deal or 1-year deal. That's fine. Everything besides the salary. Okay. Don't get too greedy now. So week 9, battle of the purple teams. My Vikings and the Ravens. And we are going to dish out another deal for Calais Campbell. It's up to $10 million then. Boom, got him back. And then we'll wait on everybody else. I see why they did bring Deshaun Elliott back. They don't got that much cap space. Now, how the hell did they get Marcus Williams and Kyle Fuller then? 3-4 Vikings. We're 6-1. Should be able to beat them. We're at home in Baltimore, Maryland, and we win 31-14. Sorry I had to beat up on my Vikings, but I needed that win. We shut the running game down, and they passed. They did good in the passing game, so did we. 2 touchdowns for both Kirk Cousins and Lamar Jackson. 20 of 27, very efficient. I said no more than 7 incompletions. He also led the team in rushing, 72 and a touchdown. Riker with the touchdown. Touchdown for Hollywood Brown and Nick Boyle. Sack for Patrick Queen, Brandon Williams, Justin Houston. Justin Tucker made his field goal. And we're looking to probably win the division year 1. Playoff appearance. Browns are 7-2. Steelers falling off a little bit, 5-3. Bengals 6-3. We already defeated them. I totally forgot that they were in our division. And our first weekly award winner, maybe Lamar Jackson. It is actually, yes, Lamar Jackson. Haven't had one yet. That's the first one. That's very weird. But primetime TV, Dolphins on the road in Miami in the MIA. Can we beat them? They're only 4-5. We should be able to. We're probably not going to because it's Madden and they do these things to me. But we do win 31-10. Thursday night game too. And it's starting to move slow, but we shut 27 rushing yards. We shut their running game down. We shut their passing game down. We got a turnover. They weren't that good on third down. Lamar wasn't that good that game. He was still efficient. And look at our rushing attack. Look at that from the quarterback and the two running backs and the fullback getting a touchdown. His second straight, by the way. Justin Houston, Tavon Young with the pick. Justin Tucker, another rare miss. And I feel like this Ravens rebuild, I'm really feeling good about this rebuild to the point where I think at some point we're going to come out of this with at least one Super Bowl victory. Look at all these guys we get back from injury. And let's see if we can beat the Bears. They're 4-5. Beat them on the road. We've been very good on the road all season. I think that game we lost to the Colts. I think we were at home and we went 31-24. And it is a possibility. I think we might win this whole damn thing year one. But let's get to the playoffs first and see what happens. Oh my God, this rushing attack. Pick the Ravens playbook if you just want to run the ball. If you just want to run all over the place, look at that, 13-16. I think Lamar might win MVP. He's averaging like 70 yards a game rushing. Gus Edwards might lead the team in touchdowns. 2 touchdowns for Mark Andrews. Special teams blocked the field goal. And now, the battle of the AFC North. Whoever wins this game most likely might win the division. I don't even think we played the Browns yet because we play them again week 14. We play the Steelers next week. Oh, my God. Every team in the division got to win this game. Make it easier for ourselves. This game never ceases to amaze me. Lose by 4 to the Browns. They couldn't even run the ball, but we couldn't pass. We did turn the ball over. That probably was the difference. Yeah, that interception. Come on, man. Duvernay with 2 touchdowns. They're going to win the division now, right? Tyus Bowser with the sack. Please don't tell me they're playing him over Odafe Owe. Did they mess with my depth chart? You get McPhee back. I just had to check. But we're still atop of the division. Bengals trying to come back. Steelers 7-4. We actually play them right now. So let's just put them out of their misery. Make them 7-5. Give them no chance of hell. And I think we swept the Steelers. Oh, what a feeling. Did we do it? We played them last game of the season. So we do have a chance to sweep them. I am getting my broom ready. Get the dustpan ready. We beat Big Ben and the Steelers. 2 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. Touchdown for Justice Hill. Rashad Bateman goes over 100 yards, 92 yards for Hollywood Brown. 40 yards and a touchdown for Mark Andrews. A sack for Oweh, sack for Campbell, L.J. Fort, Jimmy Smith, both with interceptions. And we are at, 10 wins? Right? 10 wins? Yeah, 10-2. Browns 9-3. Bengals 9-3. They're right on our asses. J.K. Dobbins, Justin Houston coming back from injury. We have a weekly award winner. And that is Lamar Jackson and L.J. Fort. 6 tackles and a pick for the vet, L.J. Fort. And now we got the Browns, who beat us in Baltimore. We got to beat them in Cleveland. So this is going to be a tough one. They win this, they're probably going to have a good shot to win the division because they would have swept us. And we need to split the season series. And they swept us. They dominated us. They really did. Hats off to them. They beat us at our own game, running the ball. I mean, they run the ball too, so. Well, the only thing that can make me feel better about getting swept by the Browns is if we sweep the Steelers. So that's what I'm focused on. And we are at 10 wins. I feel like if we get to 11, I do want to win the division. Get to like 11, 12 wins, we should be safe for the playoffs because you can miss the playoffs with it, with 10 wins. But we do beat the Green Bay Packers. They're not doing so good the first season. We shut the running game down. We passed it well. No turnovers. Great on third down. 3 fourth-down conversions. John Harbaugh being very aggressive. That's why he's one of my favorite coaches in the league. 90 yards for J.K. Dobbins. 50 for Lamar. Gus Edwards with a touchdown. Brown, Andrews, also with TDs. No picks. A sack for Calais Campbell. And a win for the Baltimore Ravens. As we move on to 11 wins. We are tied with the Browns. We have to outwin them to win the division. You got the Bengals who are 10-4. We have a chance to sweep them and the Steelers. And let's see if we can do that. Yep. So we swept the Bengals. We have a chance to sweep the Steelers, but then we got swept by the Browns. So we're doing very well in our division. It's just the damn Browns who we can't get over. 24-21. We shut their passing game down. Very aggressive on fourth down. Once again, John Harbaugh. Touchdown for Duvernay, Brown, and Bateman. So all 3 receivers, all 3 starting receivers. And Calais Campbell, Derek Wolfe. That is his first sack, I think, all season. Inside the 21s for Sam Cook. And I think we have 13 wins or 12 wins, something like that. It is 12 wins. The Browns also have 12 wins. I told you they're not going to make this easy for me. And we knocked Jawan James back from injury. Now we got the Rams, the team that we just finished doing. That was a horrible rebuild. And look at this. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? 13 wins. You would think I have the number 1 seed division title. Nope. They make another team in your division. Same fucking record. Copycat. We might have a possibility of being a 14-win team and being in the wild card. Shut the runner and they're passing down. We did turn the ball over. They actually didn't. Once again, 3 fourth-down conversions. 70 and 60 for Dobbins and Jackson. A touchdown for Gus Edwards. Rashad Bateman had his breakout game. He is the star receiver on his team. 2 sacks for Patrick Queen. And 1 win away from 14 wins. We need to win we need the Browns to lose. Who are they playing? They're playing the Bengals. Okay. Bengals 10-6. Got the 9-7 Steelers. A chance to sweep them. Need to win, and hopefully the Bengals can help us out and propel us to hopefully a number 1 seed and a division title in year 1 of the AFC North. We win, Browns win. We're 14-3 in the wild card on the road against a fucking Bills team who are 9-8. And we're going home. Well, I know we're going to go home. Let's look at that last game, though. I'm so happy we swept the Steelers. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that we made the playoffs. I really wanted that division title, especially with 14 wins. You would think you win a division title. 4 straight wins to end the season. They actually shut our passing game down a little bit. 2 touchdowns. Not a bad game from Big Ben, but we bullied him. 6 sacks. So that was his last game. Touchdown for Gus Edwards, Marquise Brown, Andrews with a touchdown. Ooh, look at that. Their right tackle, left guard, and left tackle all gave up 2 sacks apiece. Odafe Owe. I'm just going to call him Jason Owe. I can't say Odafe Owe. Odafe Owe. Double O. I'm going to just call him Double O. Double O at 3.5. His breakout game, kind of like how Rashad Bateman just had his breakout game. 2 great rookies, man. Told you they're beasts at drafting. 14 wins. I'm so happy with that season. I'm not happy with having to play a wild card round on the road. I'm not happy about that. But looking at our rankings, we were 5th in points per game, 30th in passing, and then everything else was like top 10, top 5. We were number 2 in rushing, not surprising, 3 in defensive points per game, 5 in passing yards per game, 8 in rushing yards per game. Looking at the top performers, you had Brady, Jameis Winston, and Matt Ryan. Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, Zeke, Stephon Diggs, Michael Thomas, Danny Amendola, Von Miller, DeMarcus Lawrence, Aaron Donald, Jayon Brown, Marshawn Lattimore, Eric Rowe, Deion Jones, Kaiser Wright, Fred Warner. Looking at our stats, the Ravens, 12th in offensive yards, almost 4,000 yards for Lamar. That's great. 3,800 for a team that doesn't pass the ball a lot. Good season, looks like, from J.K. Dobbins. And then Rashad Bateman went over 1,000 yards in his rookie season. I love that. 32-11, not bad from Lamar. Only 13 sacks given up from the O-line, and we can still improve this offensive line, bruh. Hell of a season. 73%, probably one of the highest completion percentages that I've ever had. Like I said, he was very efficient. Averaged 224.6 per game, rating 112.8. Shout out to the O-line. Rushing. The average is right under 4, but 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, 9 touchdowns. I will take that. I do not like those 3 fumbles. Longest rush is 24th. I don't like that either. 9 touchdowns from Lamar Jackson, 800 rushing yards, average 4.6. So about 4,700 yards and 41 touchdowns. Okay. Gus Edwards, 12 touchdowns. He's a bust, man. He is a bust. 2 touchdowns for Riker, the fullback, and two fumbles from Rashad Bateman. What the hell? Longest rush of the season was 24 yards, I think, from J.K. Dobbins. Yes, it was. Receiving, we had 1,000 yards for Rashad Bateman. See, Hollywood Brown, yeah, gotta go. Andrews was good. Duvernay was good. Boyle was okay. Longest reception of the season was 49 yards to Rashad Bateman. Offensive line, they did outstanding. Ronnie Stanley, Juwan James, only played in 16 games, though. Bradley Bozeman, I don't think was yeah, he was starting. He only gave up 2. Not bad. And then not bad from Tyree Phillips, not giving up not 1, because he was starting, and Zeitler. So shout out to the guards. Patrick Queen led the team in tackles, 6 TFLs, 3.5 sacks a pick. Great second season for him. Good season for LJ Fort for his standards. Chuck Clark. The whole defense was good. 3 picks for Marcus Peters. Marlon Humphrey, they didn't throw his way. Tavion Young had a pick. 7.5 sacks for Odafe Owe. Should be close to get Rookie of the Year. TFLs got 14 for Williams and Campbell, 11 for Odafe Owe. Derek Wolf only had 2 sacks. I think we need more pressure. Justin Houston was good, 5 sacks, 10 TFLs. We had 3 picks for Marcus Peters and a bunch of 1 bombs. Forced fumbles, we had 1 for Deshaun Elliott. We had a block for Deshaun Elliott and Calais Campbell. We had no safeties, but we had a pick 6 for Deshaun Elliott. Extra pointers all made. Justin Tucker does not miss those, but he did miss only 2 field goals, made a 58-yard. I will take that. Cook, if this is his final season, he averaged almost 54 inside the 27 times, longest 74. No special teams touchdown. Yearly awards. MVP, Lamar. Jonathan Taylor, he deserved it. But Lamar, number 2, we better win it next season. Coach of the Year goes to Arthur Smith of the Falcons. And John Harbaugh coming in at number 4. AFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Jonathan Taylor. Lamar at number 2. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Myles Garrett. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Najee Harris. We got Rashad Bateman at 5. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Nick Bolton. And we have Owe Double O at number 6. Best QB goes to... Where was Tannehill on the MVP list? Fuck out of here. They're just robbing me at this point. Running back goes to Jonathan Taylor. JK at number 10. Receiver goes to Stephon Diggs. We got Rashad Bateman at number 6. Offensive line goes to Quentin Nelson. We got Ronnie Stanley at number 2. We have Kevin Zeitler at 7. D lineman goes to Myles Garrett. Linebacker goes to Josh Allen. We got Owe at number 10. DB goes to Eric Rowe. And then kicker will go to Chris Boswell. Well, we all know who the best kicker is, and that is Justin Tucker. Any day of the week. But let's see if we can beat the Bills, the Buffalo Billies on the road. Who has the last hurrah? Who the hell? Should I click that? Should I click it? No, we're not going to click it. And we win. We win 24-9, and look who we run into. Goddamn Chiefs. Goddamn Chiefs. But we beat the Bills on the road. We get a playoff win, 24-9. We outpassed them. Shut their passing game down. That's what happened. We shut their passing game down. Josh Allen could not do nothing against this defense. The rushing attack was very good. Half sack for Justin Houston, Calais Campbell. Justin Tucker was perfect. And we move on to the second round as we are playing the Chiefs. Now, we did beat them in the regular season. And because this is the first season, you know, in the divisional round and onward, we usually hop in and, you know, watch the simulation to see what happens. But because this is year one, we are just going to straight up sim it. And we beat them before, but it is in Kansas City. It is playoff atmosphere, so it is going to be much harder. We're probably going to lose. And I'm happy with the season, whatever happens, and we actually beat them bitches. And now we have the Browns, who swept our asses in the regular season, and we have a chance to play them a third time, get revenge, and that would move us on to the Super Bowl to play either the goddamn Commanders or the Panthers. Oh, if we get there, we got to win. If we get there, we got to win. We shut their running game down. They outpassed us. They didn't turn the ball over. How did we win? It was 21-all at the half, and we just barely beat them. We gave up no sacks. We sacked them 4 times. 2 touchdowns for Dobbins. Lamar led the team. Let's go. Look at this. Our receivers weren't really doing anything. Orlando Brown, thank you. He must still play for us. The regular season, he gave up like 2 or 3, and then the playoffs he gave up 4. Orlando Brown, if we go all the way, you're getting a ring. We're just going to send it in the mail or something. Oh, wait, 2.5. Calais Campbell, Chuck Clark, Justin Tucker not missing in the playoffs, and we are in the AFC Championship game. Year one, we have a chance to get revenge on them damn Brownies who swept our asses in the regular season. They're also 14-3. They also stole our division title away from us. So this would be so sweet to beat them. We beat the Juggernaut Chiefs. We beat the Bills, who was my worst rebuild team ever, and now a team that is standing in our way of a Super Bowl in year one. And we are in the Super Bowl year one against the Carolina Panthers. And it looks like it went into overtime. So, man. We're in the Super Bowl in year one. And it's really not going to count if I win it, you know. But we don't have a lot of these appearances. Like, we never get this chance to win a Super Bowl. In year one, Marlon Humphrey with the pick, and I can't believe the road that we just went on to get here. 14-3 road win team. We were definitely better than the fucking wild card bracket, but we beat the Chiefs and the Browns on the way there. Looking at we don't have any Pro Bowlers because we're in the Super Bowl. I'm so used to going to the Pro Bowl, we don't have any. I guess that's one of the negatives about making the Super Bowl. You don't get players accounted for Pro Bowl. I wish they would vote some of the Super Bowl people in the play, or just move the Pro Bowl back to after the Super Bowl. But they should do a system where you got Pro Bowlers, but then they'll name replacements for you. That's what they should do. Super Bowl Media Day, we're going to click on it. John Harbaugh, he already has one. You already have one ring. Non-factor. And we are going to look at any depth trade upgrades. The damn Panthers made it. I kind of want to get into it. We've been so good just straight up simming it. So I am just going to simulate it. I kind of do want to see a celebration, though, but we're not going to do it. But looking at any dev trade upgrades, I don't really see anything on the offense. Lamar was already X Factor. All these other guys were already star. Then on the defensive side, I don't see any changes at all. Everybody stayed the same. They don't want to give me any extra help for the Super Bowl, I guess. But let's just straight up sim it and see if we win the Super Bowl in year one against the Panthers. Do they have any injuries, though? Not free agents. Do they have any injuries? I would love for, like, Christian McCaffrey. I see that he's down there, so he's playing. We don't have any injuries, so we are healthy. What about the Panthers? Bravion Roy, Brady Christensen? Okay. Can we win a Super Bowl year one against a 10-7 Carolina Panther team and we fucking lose? We're winning it all next season. We lost to Cam Newton and the Panthers. And Derek Wolfe must have got injured in the game because he broke his ankle. He's out 16 weeks. So, going to be looking to get back there. Y'all saw the recap. Upgrade the players. Damn, it would have been nice to get that dub. Would have been nice to get that dub. But at least we made it. Contract extended for John Harbaugh. Let's move on to the offseason. See who's going to be retiring. Look at the mock draft. Make a couple trades or two. Sign players in free agency. Mock draft 3 is out. We should be number 31. And they have us taking a center. I don't hate it. We could draft offense. Ooh, he looks like a beast. He looks like a beast. Mason Maddox. Yeah, I like him. I like the pick. I fucks with it. Mason Maddox, center. We definitely could use the center. Upgrade over Bradley Bozeman. Let's look at the retirements. I can't even think of Jimmy Smith. That hurts. But he did leave them in real life. He is a free agent, so that one doesn't hurt too much. And then we lose Pernell McPhee, who is just deaf at the left edge rusher position. Deshaun Elliott, we are going to let him test the free agency market, see if there's like a Marcus Williams, Kyle Fuller there. Brandon Williams, probably going to upgrade that position. Tay Murray, we don't need. LJ Ford did his thing, but don't need Everett, don't need Tony. We don't need none of these dudes. Bradley Bozeman, not bad, but we can get younger. I am going to extend Taylor Huntley. He is the bootleg Lamar Jackson. So it'll be nice to have him just in case if Lamar ever goes down with injury. Let's advance the week. Yeah, I do want to go through the roster just see if there's any bad contracts. And I'm actually not that mad that we didn't win the Super Bowl year one because it wouldn't have counted anyway if we had won it. And I think, yeah, they did pick up Lamar Jackson's fifth-year option. I do see the $23 million in savings. Gus Edwards, $2 million. No, it's 2.5 in the penalty. I thought there was 0 in the penalty, but we're not cutting him. We're keeping Gus Edwards. I am going to look to trade Hollywood Brown. I'm going to put him on the trading block right now, but I think I have a trade in mind already. We have Phillips. Did they let him keep his star dev? Oh, my God, I hate this game. They took his star dev trait away. That was my whole reason for starting him last season. Guess we're going to go with Ben Powers or Ben Cleveland. We need center. We got Zeitler. Right tackle. We got Juwan James, who wasn't bad, but we do save $3 million if I were to release him. Villanueva, I'm telling you right now, you're getting cut. You're a Steeler. You're a Steeler for life, former Steeler. I'm saving that money. Don't like him. He's getting released. We'll keep Juwan James for now. Derek Wolfe, that horrible injury, he broke his ankle. We can't cut him or trade him. I wouldn't do that anyway because we would get $3.6 million in the penalty. So we are going to keep him for now. Justin Matabuke, did they take his depth trade away? No, he actually still has his, so he'll probably start on the left end, especially with that injury to Derek Wolfe. Matabuke can step up in that spot. We do need a nose tackle because we lost Brandon Williams. We need a left outside linebacker because of McPhee's retirement. Justin Houston, we didn't bring back. I think they brought him back in real life. I don't know. Patrick Queen is our middle linebacker. We got Malik Harrison down there. Christian Jalen Ferguson, rest in peace, still got him on the roster. I'm probably going to give him a new contract, just sign him to a 7-year deal, just so he can stay on the team for the rest of the rebuild out of respect to Jalen Ferguson. You got Tyus Bowser, Dafe Owe, cornerback, Humphrey, got Peters, Tavon Young. They actually released it. He loses his depth trade. He actually did. So we could release him, and I think we are going to release him. Fuck. Probably should have traded him. And we do need, I guess, a safety, because I don't know if we can develop Brandon Stevens or Darius Washington. This kicker got to go. Justin Tucker is our kicker. He is our kicker. So going to free agency. Devontae Adams, he's always there. Armstead, Gronk, Casey Hayward. So Marcus Williams is actually available. He's actually available. So we got Reichert back. Don't have to worry about that. I do have a trade for Hollywood Brown that I'm not trading him to the Cardinals like they did. We can look to draft that center. We have Matabuke, so I'm not worried about left end. Nose tackle. Could bring in a Jaron Reed. Linval Joseph, Sebastian Joseph Day. Sue. But we can look to draft a nose tackle, though. Devondre Campbell. Oh, don't tell me Bobby Wagner retired, bro. Please don't tell me he retired. That was my plan, to sign Bobby Wagner. He's usually there sometimes because Ray Lewis, and then B. Wags is my Seahawks, Ray Lewis, basically. So I wanted Bobby Wagner to be there, but he is not there. Don't know if he retired or if the Seahawks are extending him or if his contract is up next season. There's nobody at right outside linebacker. Cornerback, I do see Kyle Fuller. And I do see Marcus Williams. So we are going to pay Marcus Williams. I'll give him about $6.5 million for the salary. And then we'll up this signing bonus to, 3.65. I'll give it 50.5. 101 points. That should put us in the lead over the Colts and the Dolphins. And then we'll go look and get Kyle Fuller. Get him on a 2-year deal. Bump this down so he can take a little discount. And then we're going to do the trade. We're going to trade Hollywood Brown. And I'm trading him to the 49ers. Let's see, Hollywood Brown. And we'll give up a second and a future fourth to the Niners. And we want Deebo Samuel. If Deebo still wants to get traded in real life, I think the Ravens should make an offer. He would fit the team. Just imagine Lamar Jackson running the ball. The Ravens, they want to run the ball. You can use Deebo on those jet sweeps. Just like how the 49ers were using him, but you don't have to overuse him. That's why he's mad with them anyway, because you have Lamar Jackson and all the running backs and the tight ends and other people that can run the ball. So I think they traded for Deebo Samuel. It'd be the perfect fit. So we're going to offer Hollywood Brown. 49ers get a receiver back, a second round, and a future fourth. But I want them to give me, can they give me a third round pick? Well, they don't have a first, so they probably wouldn't do that. Give me a fifth round pick and see if that gets the deal done. They actually decline it. Okay, we don't want the 5th round pick. Okay, I have to give up a future first then. A future first and my 2nd round pick for Deebo Samuel. Oh my God. They want a center, defensive tackle, quarterback, and cornerback. See, I shouldn't have cut Tavon Young. I could have threw him in the trade. I'm not giving them my 1st round pick this year. Damn it. And it's because we have a late pick because we went to the Super Bowl. What if I gave them Tyus Bowser? Would that work? Tyus Bowser, my 2nd round pick, and Hollywood Brown for Deebo Samuel. All right. Tyus Bowser, Hollywood Brown, and my future 1st round pick for Deebo Samuel. I hate this game. Oh my God. I'm not giving them Marcus Peters. I'm not giving them Chuck Clark. We might have to give up our 1st round pick. All right, let's do it. I'll give up my 1st round pick and my 1st round pick next year. Or no, y'all not getting my 1st round pick next year. Y'all can have my 2nd round pick next year. Give me Deebo Samuel, and let's see if this works. They decline it, so we're going to have to give up our 1st round pick next year. 2 firsts, Hollywood Brown for Deebo. If it doesn't work, I give up. Fuck this game. Fuck this game, man. That's so stupid, man. All right. Let's trade Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. Then they got a 1st round pick for him. And we could flip that 1st round pick, man. Okay, let's do that. They're not going to give me a 1st. I know they're not. It's pick 11. Yeah, they're not going to do that. So if they were to give me a 2nd round pick for them. Okay, so we got a 2nd round pick. So now that we got that extra 2nd round pick, let's try to flip that. And we'll give up our 2nd. All right, here goes the glitch. So now we have a 1st, 2 seconds. And we should be able to package all those picks. They probably value the picks over the players. That's probably why they didn't want Hollywood Brown. So we'll do that 2nd, which is a high 2nd round pick, and a 1st next year. Let's go back to the 49ers. This is going to be so gay. I can't get Deebo and I can't get Bobby Wagner, the 2 people that I was targeting all off season. And what would happen if I gave you my 1st round pick this year? Okay, it got done. So we had to give up our 1st round pick this year, which was a late 1st round pick anyway, so it's damn near like a 2nd round pick. Our 1st round pick next year, and then the 2nd round pick that we just got from the Cardinals. So we still have our 2nd round pick. But we get Deebo Samuel on the team. No more Hollywood Brown. He is on the Cardinals. I am going to go look at the Seahawks roster to see if Bobby Wagner is still there or if he retired after year 1. I don't think he did. I think he's still under contract. Yeah, he's still under contract. So he'll be a free agent next season. But would they be willing to trade Would they be willing to trade him? But that's a big cap hit. I don't think we have the cap for it. No, we have 31 point half. We are in win now mode. We just made it to the Super Bowl year one. So what are our picks? We have our second. We still have our third, and we got our 2 fourths. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We don't need that first round pick anyway, but we don't have a first round pick next season. Let's try to get Bobby Wagner. I'll be willing to give up a third. Let's see, Bobby. That's a big cap hit though. Would they give me Bobby Wagner for a third round? Oh, it's close. It is close. A third, and what about a 5th round pick next year? It worked. They gave me Bobby Wagner. So we get Bobby Wagner for my 3rd round pick and a future 5th round pick. We get Bobby Wagner. I probably should have got a pick from them. But we get Bobby Wagner. We get Deebo Samuel. We get the 2 targets we wanted. And I also do have a 3rd target in mind, like later down the line, that would just make this team, especially the running game, unstoppable. But we get Bobby Wagner, Deebo Samuel. Hopefully we get Marcus Williams and Kyle Fuller. Did I even offer Kyle Fuller a contract? Marcus Williams declined like a little bitch, but Kyle Fuller accepted. Oh, my God, why did he decline? And we lost Deshaun Elliott. So I have a backup plan. I'm just gonna go ahead and get Richard Sherman. We got Bobby Wagner. We don't have a lot of cap. Nah, we're not gonna do that. We got Stevens. I'll try to, I guess, develop him. I don't know where Deshaun Elliott signed. Marcus Williams would be a little bitch. He didn't sign. We still got Chuck Clark. But we add Debo. We add Bobby Wagner. And this team, this defense, got way better. Offensive line, we should be good, even if we don't get anybody. They played well last season. So, yeah, we're not going to sign anybody else. We're going to save the little $9 million that we got. Look at the mock draft, as we don't have a first-round pick. It will be the 49ers in our spot, and they're taking a cornerback, that damn center that we wanted. The Panthers are going to take him at 32. But, you know, we draft centers all the time, so we should be able to get one, even with our 2nd-round pick, 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick. And let's scout some of these dudes, find the good ones. Don't need any running backs. Don't need fullback. Don't need receiver. Don't need tight end. Even though they always draft tight end still. Can always use a good blocking one. A run block finesse. So he looks like a Raven. We actually have all of the offensive linemen scouted because I guess one of our scouts was left guard. So that's going to help out. Let's look at Mac Massey. See, A, impact blocking, C, awareness. But he sucks. He got F injury, F lead block. Center. We wanted Maddox, but he's going to be gone. Got Evan Beal. Be awareness. He looks good, so we could get him. We can get him on day 3. Earl Nails. He looks okay. No, not with that F run block finesse. So we got Steven Hendricks. All right, we got the center we wanted. Don't need any other lineman. We could use nose tackle. We have to try to get one with our 2nd-round pick. A finesse moves. He looks too small to be a nose tackle. A finesse, A stamina, C injury, C tackle, A injury. Yeah, he's too small. If we drafted him, we would have to move him to right end or left end. But we have Calais Campbell. We got Matabuki. So He doesn't fit the scheme. So we got Geo Newton, A finesse, C tackling, 297. He's almost 300 pounds, and he looks good. He might be able to fit the scheme. Put on a little bit more weight. C block shedding. Let's look at a defense end. Let's look at a big defensive end that's like 300 pounds, and there is none. We also need an edge rusher on the left. And now we need a free safety. Ben Villa, B pursuit, C zone, C awareness, but F injury. Larry Saxton, C pursuit, B awareness, D finesse. So none of these dudes look any good. Desmond Drummond, D tackling, he can't tackle. Looks like a pass coverage linebacker. Anyway, C tackling for Matt Calhoun, F catching. Yeah, none of those dudes look good. Looking at right outside linebacker. B block Shannon, 455. Nope. Antoine Bibbs, B pursuit, C tackling, A catching. C block. We got the corner. We need a safety. B play right. A. Ooh. Markel Farrell. Jalen Chancellor, C zone. B catching, A finesse, but D play right. So I think we found the safety that we wanted. We'll look at one more. A hit power, 6'4", 200 pounds. So I like the free safety, that center, and then those D tackles. So those are the three positions we're going to have to target. If we get the safety and he's good, that'll be fine. We got Chuck Clark still. We got Kyle Fuller at cornerback. We just missed out on Marcus Williams. We had Bobby Wagner, Debo Samuel. We would just need a pass rusher. Do we have If I have Tyus Bowser, though, if I still got Tyus Bowser and Jalen Ferguson, we good. We are good. Tyus Bowser can play on the left. Jalen Ferguson can play. So, yeah, we're good. We got guys that can fill those voids. So let's get to the draft. Thought about bringing in Richard Sherman just to reunite the LOB. Got Bobby Wagner, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas has played for the Ravens before. So the final mock draft is out. I don't know why I clicked it because we don't have a first round pick anymore. Hoping to see, that center is not on the list. So if he slips out of the first round and he's available to us, I think I traded that early second round pick for the Cardinals, though, for Debo. Well, looking at the free agency recap to see if anybody in our division, the AFC North, made any big moves. You see, we brought in Kyle Fuller. We tried to bring in Marcus Williams, but he declined. But that would be the Steelers. And look at that. The Steelers and Bengals at the top of the list. So the Steelers get Teron Armstead. Bengals get Gronk. That seems to always happen. Marcus Williams decided to sign with the Colts over us. The Colts were good last season. They beat us in the regular season. And I don't see the Browns making any moves. Steelers getting Jack Fox, punter. They also got Mike Hughes. So the Steelers making big moves. Browns sitting out. We only made one move. Bengals get Gronk. And now we're going to the draft. I think we still had
Okay,
two of our
next up,
draft
it's
picks
the
were basically
Broncos on the
Bobby
clock.
Wagner and Deebo Samuel. So once again, the Ravens get an A+ when it comes to the draft. Let's go to our pick, which should be in the second round. That would be a late second round pick, so almost like a third round pick. At
Okay, the
31,
Ravens are on the clock now.
we might have to take, if that free safety is gone, we're probably going to have to reach for the center. And the free safety is there. He is still there. The damn defensive tackle is still there. So we have to pick one of them and the center. Damn. What do we need more? What do we need more? We could go center. He's 23. His pass block is good. Finesse is good. He really can move his ass out the right tackle. Looks like he doesn't fit the scheme. He is a pass protector, yeah, so he doesn't really. What about that free safety? B play reg, A pursuit, B hit power, B stamina. This is zone coverage is a D. But he doesn't look bad. I kind of want to take the chance on him. And then the defensive tackle, he just looks too small. But he looks like a beast. Oh, man. What do we do? Do we go D tackle or free safety? We don't have a third round pick either. I think I'm going to go defensive tackle. I'm going to go free safety. I'm going to go free safety.
All right, next up, the Jets are on the clock.
He is a normal dev. Hopefully he's a high overall. Out of Florida.
All right, the
And we
Ravens
do
are
have an
now on the
early
clock.
fourth, so hopefully that defensive tackle is still there or the center, one of the two. Let's check the center first. He's actually gone, and then the defensive tackle is gone. Damn it. Now I don't know what to do with this pick. And don't know what to do. Everybody that we had on our list is gone. So we're just guessing at this point. He's a receiving back. We don't need a receiving back. Don't need the tight ends. We do know the left guards. Let's look at this dude, Mac Massey. We already looked at him. Do we still take an offensive lineman? A lead block, B run block finesse. I think we still might take one. Yeah, let's take the center. We
Okay,
probably
the
should have
Packers
went
on the
with the
clock now.
defensive tackle. I felt like he was too small to play in our scheme.
On the clock now, the Ravens.
And I'm tired of taking offensive linemen, especially centers, every time. In every single rebuild. And we still need defensive tackle, though. B finesse. Why are all these dudes finesse? They're all speed rushers. I need a run stopper, a big boy like this guy. C finesse, C power, B tackling. He might be a steal. He does have F hit power. I don't care. He can hit the weight room. We're
And
gonna
now in
take
turn for
him,
the Jets.
Tremaine
It's their
Brown.
selection.
And now that we're taking a defensive tackle, free safety, and center, we can look at maybe tight end, cornerback, any
The
other
Ravens are up now. Let's see
position
what
at this
direction they
point is
go.
just be surplus. And I think after these 2 5th-round picks, we're done because we don't have a 6, we don't have a 7. Should we look at depth at receiver? No, we're good at receiver. Could use a blocking tight end. And there is none left. James Lucas. Yeah, honestly don't know what to do with these last 2 picks. We're just going to have to swing and hope we don't miss. We need an edge rusher. Let's look at one of these dudes. Dante Mullins, B pursuit. B catching. Nope. It's not going to work. Let's look at Matt Calhoun. C tackling. B finesse. D power. C tackling. We're going to take a chance
The
on him.
Cowboys now on the clock.
Doesn't look too bad. And we didn't lose
The
Cook. We didn't lose our
Ravens
punter,
are
so we
now
don't
on
need
the
a punter.
clock.
Still could take one because he's probably going to retire after next season. So we're going to look at all these punters. B injury, kick power is poor. Trent McNeil. F accuracy, good kick power. Nope. David Franklin. Don't know his accuracy, just decent kick power. Carson Sinclair. A accuracy, but poor kick power. David Johnson. C accuracy, C awareness, and decent kick power. So none of those punters are worth drafting. Don't know. Maybe cornerback. Maybe we just beef up cornerback. We got Kyle Fuller, but he's only going to be on a 2-year deal. C catching, B tackling, D play. Let's just take him.
The Panthers now on
Got
the
some
clock.
speed on him too. So I mean, it was a weak. I think it was a weak draft for us, but when you consider the additions of Bobby Wagner and Debo Samuel, we get an A off rip just because of those two. So looking at the draft recap, and we still could get good overalls for these rookies. And we did okay. Free safety was a 69, so damn near 70. He could start or compete for the starting job. Center's a 65, so we kind of missed out on that pick. But it was a 4th-round pick. The defensive tackle, though, this is probably the best value pick. He's a 69 overall, 4th round, the end of the 4th round, so damn near a 5th-round pick. And he could possibly start, so that was actually a steal of the draft for us. And then everything else wasn't that great. I do want to see where that center that we passed on and that defensive tackle that we passed on, just to see what their overalls were. Don't even remember their names. But it was a defensive tackle. He was like 292. Let's see. What was his name? Geo Newton. He went in the 3rd round to, of course, our division rival, the Steelers. And he was a normal dev, so I actually did not miss out on anything with him. And what was he, a 70 overall? The guy we got was a 69, so 1 point lower in the 4th round. So it was better value there. And what was the other position? Center. And dude's name was no, Mason Maddox was the guy that we wanted. He actually was a 76, but he was only normal dev. So it looks like they're not generous with the dev traits. Was it Evan Beal? Yes, he was the pass protector. So he was a 71, and he was hidden. Of course he was. So that would have been a nice pick, but he did go in the 4th round to the Giants. And he went 4 picks before us at number 7. We were pick 11. He went 4 picks ahead of us. But that's all right, though. I think we did good. That was a nice pick for the Giants. But year 1, we made it all the way to the Super Bowl. We did lose to the Panthers, but we add Debo Samuel to this rushing attack on offense with Lamar Jackson. We add Bobby Wagner, his leadership. He's going to pair it with Patrick Queen on the defensive side and Adafe Owe and all them boys. I think we might have a chance to run it back and get back to the Super Bowl. But that'll wrap it up for part one. Until the next episode.